Let's get into the review. One, I did not like Freestyle 3. I know that's like a popular snippet or whatever. People are claiming weird mix. I don't know. I thought Fashion Habits and Shoot kind of had a weird mix if we're talking about like the actual levels of like the audio as opposed to the beat. It kind of got drowned out by the beat. Lookbook, favorite song, Swag Overload was cool too. I think I kind of like Shoot too. It's just a new sound from Ken, so I need to get like accustomed to it. And I think that's why maybe the last song on Lookbook, I finally like got into the groove. I mean, I just worked literally from like 9 to 5 and then I got off work. We're streaming here, so maybe it just took me a little bit of time to get from suit Bob to I don't know, Rager Bob, even though we don't want to be raging all the time anymore. But yeah, Freestyle 3, like just the voice, the high pitch auto tune shit is over with, bro. I can't listen to that anymore. The X project was not good, and I feel like Freestyle 3, I mean, there was already 2 freestyles on here, which I actually did not think that had the high pitch auto tune voice, but just that was the sound of X, and I think that's the reason why people didn't like it as much, or at least I didn't like it as much. So no sir, I didn't like that one. Fashion Habits was cool, a little bit slower song, sounded like Future. I like the new lower pitch voice that Ken's doing lately. He almost sounds, people are relating him to like No Cap, whatever you want to like say, more street rapper shit, which is actually I think a good thing, because that can relate to more of a wider demographic of listeners, because I feel like the reason that a lot of the people that we listen to, it's like a very specific niche, and so it kind of not ruins their appeal, but like the sound does not appeal to a wider audience. They can't always do the rage beats, so this is like more palatable, I think, for the other side. I'm talking about like Lil Baby, No Cap, Moneybagg Yo, who else, Young Boy, that kind of style. Although maybe he needs to switch up the beats a little bit, but I think that he didn't just do straight up rage beats on these. I'd give it, so it was 5 tracks, right? I give it like a 3 out of 5, like a shit. I mean, if you just do the ratio of that, like a 6 out of 10. But Shoot actually wasn't that bad. I'd give it like a 6.5. There's not much to work with though. It's too small of a sample size. Like I feel like 6.5 is kind of like dicking him a little bit. But yeah, again, looking forward to Ken's like new sound. I think this is definitely a new era of Ken, as we talked about when we listened to his snippets leading up to Extended, which I think is going to be the sound for the next project. I just think he needs to close the X chapter out. Freestyle 3, no, I don't want that shit. I'm sorry, it literally makes my ears bleed. The high pitch auto tune, like, it was cool on Project X, but I feel like he didn't even have it as concentrated on Project X. Like it kind of still had like clutch and run slash plus ran, like he still had like a lower pitch. It wasn't just fucking literally Michael Myersing my fucking ear off. Okay, Freestyle 3, yeah, I mean y'all were overhyping that shit. Melodic Ken, exactly, like it doesn't need to always be super hype, and I think that he could mix it up a little bit. Like right now, I think what's happening is he's experimenting with new beats or a new sound, and he's got a very monotone voice with the and so I feel like he's lacking a lot of song structure. With, I don't really know the choruses on these songs, at least from the first listen, and I never did throughout the song. I was just kind of vibing to the beat and the flow, which was cool in itself. I felt like Lookbook was kind of like a trance type thing, because he kind of has similar beats now to, I'm not saying that he copied, because you know everybody in the underground's kind of, or not even underground, but like this scene is kind of, they got similar producers, right? It's a whole new, it's the same lane, but it's the ambient 808s that are hitting the entire time, as opposed to just on the kicks. So yeah, again, new Ken era, excited for it. We'll see what happens in the future. This Extended though, Like, just close the chapter, bruh. Close that book. Let's move on to another one. Become Adult X. And speaking of Michael Myers, it looks like right here they got Ken Carson live Halloween show. Michael Myers. He is the Michael Myers of the rap game.